Hey everyone, Leigh Goldstein here from 10-Minute Trades. I want to welcome you to the weekly Market Movers video preview. This is our trade room schedule, as well as a look at all the events that we feel will move the futures markets in the upcoming week. So let's get started. All times are Eastern time. This week, the first event we're looking at does not have a trade room. 10 p.m., the Chinese GDP, retail sales, and industrial production. 10 p.m., as I said, Sunday evening, we'll be watching that report to see if it moves copper. Monday morning, we start in the trade room at 8 a.m. for the Empire State Manufacturing Report, and then we'll be back at 11:30 in the morning for the NOPA Crush Oilseed Report. Tuesday, we start at 6:30 for Bank of America earnings. We'll be back at 7:15 from Morgan Stanley, 8 o'clock for the core retail sales and Canada core CPI. And then 9 o'clock, we'll be watching industrial production capacity utilization. When we say we're going to watch it, it means that it may not be a traded event that we are watching to see if it's moving the markets recently. 10 o'clock, we have a watched report, no trade room for business inventories and retail inventories. And Tuesday, we'll be back at 3:30 p.m. for the API crude oil report. And then at 6:45 p.m., we'll be watching New Zealand's CPI, which is a quarterly report. We'd like to trade those New Zealand reports, but there are liquidity issues, meaning that you can't always get good, safe fills because there's not a lot of volume on the New Zealand dollar. So we're watching to see if that changes. Wednesday at 2 a.m., there's a British report, no trade room, but there is a daily market mover DMM report for British core CPI and PPI. We'll start in the trade room Wednesday at 7 o'clock for Goldman Sachs earnings. 8 o'clock, we're back for building permits and housing starts. 10 o'clock for crude oil inventories. 12:30 p.m. for the 20-year bond auction. 3:30, we have a bunch of earnings possibilities. Netflix, which is a family money trade, Tesla and IBM. And then we'll be back at 9:15 p.m. for the Australia employment report. Thursday, we've got some new ones we're looking at. 5:45 will start for Taiwan Semiconductor's earnings and Johnson & Johnson. Back at 6:45 for American Airlines earnings. And then 8 o'clock for Thursday's unemployment claims and the Philly Fed. 9:30 for existing homes and the natural gas storage report. That will wind up Thursday's trade rooms. And then Friday, we'll start at 6:45 for American Express earnings, and we'll be back at 8:15 for Canada's core retail sales. A lot of events, quite a few are experimental in the sense that we've never done Johnson & Johnson's earnings. We haven't traded that before. I do think it will possibly move the markets. American Express, the testing has not been great, so this will be maybe our final shot to see if it works well. But there are a lot of events. There's some excellent ones. U.S. retail sales, Morgan Stanley. The NOPA Crush has been a really good report. So make your way into the trade room, learn about what we're doing so you can take advantage of being an appointment-based trader. Leigh Goldstein here, signing out for 10-Minute Trades, and I hope you're having a great weekend.